Hi there, Libra. It's Jen here, and I'm doing a mid-November reading. Thanks for joining me. So I was doing some meditations. My wrist is bothering me, so I've already shuffled the cards. But I like this better because you can actually see them. So I gotta, think after 6 years on YouTube, I'd have my shit together, but I don't. Um, so I'm gonna try to figure out a way to keep the cards like this moving forward because I think it's nice to be able to see them. And you have some. I'm particularly drawn to this over here, and how the colors. It's so beautiful. So I did a little meditation, a little channeling first, and what came through first of all is that your moons of 2020 and into 2021 are going to be quite significant for some reason. So just a reminder for 2020, your full moon was on April 7th, and then of course your new moon was just in October on the 16th or around the 16th. And going into 21, you'll have your full moon on March 28th and then your new moon on October 6th. So those time frames, I don't know. I didn't really get anything super more specific, but that those time frames may be of significance. And then I just had a real, I just see you guys staring out a window and very contemplative. Some people may be nostalgic. Some people. So I really got that if it's a decision you have to make, you know what decision you have to make, and you just don't want to make it for some reason or feel like you can't make it, or you're really thinking that I can't really put this off any longer. I have to take action. But really pondering something or reflecting something. Excuse me. Now, this next thing, I don't want you to get freaked out because it sounds really negative on the surface, but it's metaphorical. I saw a man, almost like a hooded figure. So we don't have hooded figures. It wasn't a hoodie or anything. It was like an old fashioned, like scary movie person in the shadows with a cloak. People don't wear cloaks today. So it's not literal. Sort of lurking in the shadows. And to me, I really felt what came to mind was daddy issues, but very quickly it was like, no, you don't have daddy issues. You had a daddy with issues. And for some reason, that feels like a really important distinction, to not carry that legacy and that you somehow are the one with the problem or the issue. It may be playing out in your life, but it was a male figure in the family that had the issues. I hope that makes sense. So diving into the cards, at the bottom of the deck was this beautiful Fool card, which is the green man in this deck. This is the Green Witch Tarot. And Carrie Leonard is the artist, and she's really interesting. If you like this type of artwork, she does a lot of fantasy artwork. To follow her on Instagram and YouTube. I don't know her at all. She shares a lot of her art, and if I'm not an artist, I know nothing about art, but it's super cool. So the Fool card and the Ace of Cups was right under that, and it just drew my eye so much, and the colors are so beautiful together. So this beautiful newness, new beginning, new emotional response, a new hope. Isn't that the first Star Wars film, or the fourth in the whole sequel? But very much a reset, a leveling up, a new and breath of fresh air, wind in your sails, something. So this could go back to that things you've been carrying, things you haven't been dealing with that you're going to deal with or address or come to a decision about, an aha moment. Being able to come to terms with something or something that will allow this fresh new start. Now, let me look at your cards. I honestly haven't really looked. Oh, you have the Magician here, okay? The Witch. So again, the Witch tells us. What does the Magician tell us? To me, the Magician is all the aces in the all the suits. So Ace of Cups, Swords, Wands, Pentacles. To me, all go in just kind of like the Emperor. All the kings embody the Emperor, and all the queens embody the Empress. All the aces embody this Magician card, and it reminds us that we have all the tools we need. We have all the elements, all the ingredients to manifest the life that we want, to create the life that we want, to be happy the moment we're born. And we just have to figure out the recipe, which is not good for me because I'm a terrible fucking cook. But explains a lot, doesn't it? But I'm using an incense stick as to point to things because I don't know, it's what I had. So finding that recipe. Maybe you're cooking a lot. Maybe you want to do a cookbook. But it puts the responsibility back on us. So no projecting, no, I'd be happy except for something external. It says, no, 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 no. And maybe realizing that really helps this feeling, okay, wait, now I have this fresh beginning because I had this aha moment and I realized that I am responsible for my happiness. So there's no blaming other people for you being unhappy, and really taking on that responsibility where it resides, which is in ourselves. And I'm a Libra moon, so I'm talking to myself. Then we have the Hanged Man. So enlightenment. Maybe this lockdown has really, really puts the spotlight, especially things at home, because you may not be at home, but if you're, a lot of people are home more, even if you're not working from home. So it could spotlight things in the home that need to be addressed or understood, and maybe that's the contemplation. There's nothing worse than being at home and feeling like you don't want to be there because of the vibe in the home. So whether that's just you literally don't like the home, your kitchen sucks, your stove's, you're always you've learned to live with broken stuff. You've learned, you know what I mean? Like it needs some repair, or the vibe, the people, the atmosphere in the home. You could try, if it's not like someone you live with or actual physical things, you may want to try doing some things like airing out. I don't particularly care for sage, but you could even light an incense. But just opening up all the cupboards, fanning things out, getting the energy moving, the air moving, I meant to say, and cleaning things out, decluttering. I'm not this type of person, but you can make the atmosphere more pleasing by filling it with things you love, redecorating, painting. Things like that don't necessarily cost very much money and can have a big impact in the space and help you mentally. So maybe if you have been working from home, okay, I really need to set up an office area because my home life and work life is so blurred that I have a hard time separating, and so I've been on edge a lot because I don't feel like when you leave the office at work, sure you can go on your email, but it creates that physical separation to allow you to separate and disconnect, and that gets blurred. So thinking about things like that, how to make, okay, I'm going to work now and then I'm leaving work type of situation. What do we have next? Because I honestly, Seven of Wands. So yeah, I love this card for you. And this really is the decision you're making is, this is my decision. And I don't need to become like someone's going to try to get you on the defensive potentially. And the Seven of Wands says, just the facts, ma'am. State the facts and don't allow someone to put you on the defensive. No is a complete sentence. Because if someone really, they just want to, it's very telling how someone reacts to someone else setting boundaries. Yeah, I think you're going to get, you will know you did the right thing based on someone's reaction. If they, I think there's a very controlling aspect, and it doesn't matter what you say or do. If they feel like they're not in control, they're going to have a fucking problem with it. And, that says it all, right? What's your last card? Which direction am I going? Did I skip? I don't even know which way I'm going. It's because when I look at my computer, things are inverted or not inverted. They're not mirror, whatever. Doesn't fucking matter. Inverted would be upside down. I think I said inverted for another sign. Whatever. I just saw 12, 12. Four of Wands. Okay. I think that's the card I haven't read yet. Four of Wands. Stability. A strong foundation. To me, it's a very calm card. It's a very supportive card. It's a solid card. It marks milestones. It marks joy, a celebration. It can talk about a home, actually. We've been talking about the home, marriage, things around marriage. But again, any of those major milestones that happen throughout our lives, and anniversaries, retired, getting promotions, getting new jobs, buying a home, selling a home, anniversaries, things like that. There may be an anniversary coming up of someone passing, of, excuse me, if you're divorced, of your old wedding anniversary, someone's birth date of significance that is triggering some of this reflection as well. It is a